Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am the creator of Mike How, ends with an E, to the maniacal S10 shop and garage. Today I'm putting back together the sway bar, stabilizer bar in the front of my 010 Aveo, and the link pin that goes from the strut to the sway bar, stabilizer bar. I prefer to call it sway bar. It stabilizes the front end. Independent suspension, that is. And I had a heck of a time getting the struts from my 010 Aveo out from the car. Here's what happened. I haven't tried the driver's side yet, but now I know what I'm going to need to do to get that side loose. So I'm going to change the strut for when I do. This actually connects from the strut to the sway bar. I had a heck of a time figuring out how to get this thing loose without having to cut it. Plasma cutter, cutting wheel, Dremel. I couldn't get my 4.5 inch angle cutter into it. Not enough room, but I will show you that a little later. Hopefully that turns out good on this video. So what I've done, if you can see it, that vertical line there, and there is where I took my Dremel, just your basic everyday Dremel with the cutting wheel, and had to split the nut. Yeah, I took my map torch, didn't do the plasma cutter. I done everything I could possibly do with what I have to work with. Vice grips, wrench, which is a 17 millimeter, I'd use a 12 point. And the vice grips are the bigger set, which is not here at my table, but a bigger set. Now, here's what I done. This is the nut. Well, what's left of it. You can see where I've cut it. Had the notch in it up to where when the vice grips, the nut would not come off. I'd done everything I possibly could do. Paint thinner, transmission fluid, heated it. I did melt the nylon locking part of it, which you can see the channel on this side of the nut and this one. Where the nylon was at, I thought, wow, I've got it now. It'll come loose. It'll come off. Nope. I'm figuring on this that all the rust that was in it, and I got the nut over halfway off, and liking a quarter of the way coming off of the knuckle of this for the link pin strut to the sway bar. As you can see where it's skinned up a bit down here at the nut. There you go, now you can see it better. I heated it up so many times. This was a smooth finish on the ball. Now look at it. That's how much I worked on it yesterday. Oh, wow. What a headache I have with this. So, after I was able to 3/4 of the way split the nut, I put the vice grips back on. In this section, couldn't even get a 6-inch pipe wrench in it, because where this is at, to the bottom, onto the sway bar, there's not a lot of room. Believe me. I clamped it as tight as I could. I split the nut, as you can see the lines there again. Took the wrench, vice grips, and a 2x4 so the sway bar wouldn't give so much. And finally, the nut snapped 2 pieces, and I got this off. So I bought a new nut for it, and here's the info. That's the size you need if you run into this kind of trouble. Hopefully not, but it does happen. And it stinks when it does. I spent the better part of my day yesterday doing this and got it broke loose and off this morning. Had to sleep on it a little bit and I was tired. So for the nylon that I don't have in the nut lock washer, the new nut, and this. So here's what I want to do. Just to get the knuckle of this set with a nut and a 17mm. And here is the link pin. Not all of what I wanted, but it's going to work until I get time to order new ones. I want to get the ones that I can grease, and if I need to, I'll adjust them to make them fit. They're not adjustable, but the ones I want to buy, I'm going to make fit. I'm going to modify them if they don't fit. But they got grease fittings. They're in the middle of this one and that one. I don't have the new ones yet. But yeah, I know, the rubber boot, it's pretty much destroyed at both ends. But I'm going to make it work. You got to press fit these in. The socket for this makes like a ball joint. This will go to the sway bar end. This end will go to the strut. There we go. There's the socket for it. This one I press fitted in yesterday and it popped right in. Wheel bearing grease works wonders. And yes, I will use a washer on this one. Just haven't done it yet, but of course it's not on the car. So here we go. And the old 10 Aveo will be back on the road. Yay! The threads are a little boogered, but still usable and workable. Or workable, usable. And you just snug them up good, because with the OEM nuts with the nylon, it makes for a lock washer. Won't need to worry about torquing them. Just snug them. But I'm using lock washers because I don't have the other nuts. So that's how this goes. On, off. Now, for the strut, here's how this works. Okay, get this turned over, you can see it, and I don't knock my stand over. This is for the brake line. This is where the knuckle bolts onto the strut bottom mount that goes to the steering knuckle. This is stable. This is stationary. But with the steering knuckle, lower control arm to the bottom of this, and this is where the steering knuckle bolts on. I quit bumping to my phone stand here. And that's how that works. For when this goes up and down, and the ball joint with the lower control arm allows the movement, but none of this moves. It all goes together. That's how the stabilizer bar works with the link pin. And the knuckle is what's it there. That's how that works. Now, let's get the other end of the link pin connected to the knuckle. All right, now then. All we need to do, put the knuckle or the ball in the vise. That my screen don't go black on me or darken out. There's a knuckle. Give me just a second or so, I'll be right back so we can get this together. Trusty rubber mallet. We don't want to do any more damage than we have to, or no damage actually at all. So here we go. And by the way, it won't hurt to grease the ball, so hold on. Grease works wonders. So here we go. It's just basic grease. I bought all of my grease tubes, swap meets. And I've got a bunch of them. I got a lifetime supply of this stuff. Okay, here we go. This all works in a pinch. Period. Okay. Alrighty, see what we can do. And here we go. Hopefully my screen don't darken or black out on me. It is a bit tough, so it takes a little bit here. It can be frustrating at times, trust me. Okay. I think that did it. At least for the most part, anyway. Yeah, because it got me heaty yesterday. It being stubborn. But I understand why. But it will work until I replace them. Get the grease, get it moving in there. There we go. She's loosened up and she's seated now. Oh yeah. Just what the doctor ordered. Yep, there she goes. It's in. That's good to go. Wash her so I don't lose it or forget it. Not good either way. I am going to get to use the OEM nut, which you can see where I've had a bit of a time with this one. I had to split it a little bit, only because the wear and tear and Mother Nature and rust and road dirt and salt and so forth got into the threads and did a number on them. But the driver's side wasn't quite so bad having to deal with this, but the passenger side was a nightmare. Some of the new stuff for me. Now for a washer, lock washer that is. On the hose. Okay, now let's go find a wrench that fits the and the vice grips just in case for a backup. Be right back. Excuse the road noise, we're out in the driveway now with the car, and hopefully you will be able to see this. It's a bit dark in here, so hopefully you'll see it. Here's where it hooks to the sway bar. Strut hooks to here. 74 foot-pounds, I just round off 75. And then up there is where the stud goes. So when I get this done, I'll be back and show you the, sorry about the hand in the way, the finished product. Yeah, my phone's trying to darken on me. So, yep. There's the car, here's the traffic. Well, was that there's some. And what's going on. And actually, of it in the background, there's the maniacal one. And then there is, now let me turn around this way. There's my G6. 08 G6 Pontiac GT. Pretty much fully loaded. And just a little over 95,000 on her. Purrs like a kitten. And still the OEM AC. Ice cold. So if this video don't last long enough for me to finish this up and show you the finished work, I will make another video for part 2 of this and finish off. So like, subscribe, thumbs up, and the notification bell, and to be notified of all upcoming new videos. Once again, thanks for viewing my channel. Follow me. I'm not good on the other channels just yet, like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. I'm working on getting my channel and hashtagging that to bring you to my YouTube channel. So I can help you, let me know. I'll do all that I can. So that note, on a beautiful, beautiful April Sunday, I'm sorry, I'm back in March, April. Have a great one, stay safe, be safe, and keep them wrenches turning. Oh, and by the way, when you're using power tools, always stay safe. Earphones, earplugs, face shield, goggles, whatever it takes, gloves. I got the stainless steel gloves. I've left the information on my other videos about stainless steel ring gloves. So y'all have a good one, and like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye.